1. Deceive the heavens to cross the ocean. This first art teaches us the power of misdirection. By concealing your true intentions under layers of ambiguity, you can navigate obstacles unseen, just as a traveler might cross a vast ocean while the sky above remains unaware of the journey below. Second, besiege Wei to rescue Zhao. Sometimes, saving what is dear requires striking indirectly. Instead of a head-on confrontation, you can weaken an adversary by attacking a vulnerable point, thereby relieving pressure on an endangered ally. 3. Kill with a borrowed knife harness the strength of others to achieve your goals. By using external forces or allies to do your bidding, you conserve your own power while dismantling opposition stealthily. 4. Wait at leisure. While the enemy labors, patience is a formidable weapon. Allow your opponent to tire themselves in fruitless endeavors, and then step in with precision, striking when their energy is spent. 5. Loot a burning house. In times of chaos, opportunity abounds. When your enemy is overwhelmed by internal strife, seize the moment to gain advantage, as one might plunder from a structure already aflame. 6. Make a sound in the east, then strike in the west. Distract and mislead. Create noise and commotion in one area to conceal your true movement, then deliver the decisive blow from an unexpected direction. 7. Create something out of nothing. Innovation can emerge from the void. Develop new strategies where none seem possible, turning an apparent lack into a hidden resource that catches your opponent off guard. 8. Openly repair the gallery roads. Secretly march to Chenkong. Under the guise of routine maintenance, prepare for action. By masking your true movements with ordinary activities, you ensure that your adversary remains oblivious to your strategic repositioning. 9. Watch the fires burning across the river. Sometimes the best action is observation. When rival forces are in conflict, stand back and analyze. This distance allows you to exploit the chaos without direct engagement. 10. Hide a knife behind a smile. Appear friendly while harboring lethal intent. Disguise your purpose with warmth and charm, so that when the moment arrives, your enemy is caught completely unprepared. 11th. Sacrifice the plum tree to preserve the peach tree. Make calculated sacrifices for the greater good. By allowing a small loss, you protect a more valuable asset, ensuring that the overall balance tilts in your favor. 12. Take the opportunity to pilfer a goat. Even minor gains can be the building blocks of success. Seize small advantages whenever they arise. These seemingly insignificant wins can accumulate into a substantial victory. 13. Beat the grass to startle the snake. Provoke subtle disturbances to reveal hidden threats. A slight agitation can expose an enemy's vulnerabilities, enabling you to plan a decisive counterattack. 14. Borrow a corpse to resurrect the soul. Revitalize old ideas with new purpose. By reusing a discarded or forgotten tactic, you can breathe fresh life into your strategy and confound your opponent with its unexpected revival. 15th. Lure the tiger. Out of the mountain. Draw your formidable adversary away from their stronghold. By coaxing them out into the open, you force them into an arena where you control the terms of engagement. 16. In order to capture, one must let loose. Sometimes a temporary concession is the key to long-term victory. By appearing to retreat or yield, you may lull your enemy into a false sense of security, only to trap them later. 17. Tossing out a brick to attract a jade gem. Offer something modest to secure something far greater. A small strategic concession can invite unexpected treasures, turning an initial sacrifice into a major gain. 18. To catch bandits, first capture their leader. Target the source of disruption. By eliminating or neutralizing the head of an opposing force, you can disorganize and demoralize the entire enemy structure. 19. Remove the firewood from under the pot, cut off your enemy's resources. By targeting the foundation of their strength, You destabilize their ability to continue the fight, leaving them vulnerable to further attacks. 20. Disturb the water to catch the fish. Stir up confusion to create openings. When the environment is unsettled, even a small maneuver can yield significant rewards as your opponent struggles to regain balance. 21st. Slough off the cicada's shell. Reinvent yourself to outsmart your enemy. Shed your old identity like a cicada leaving its shell, and adopt new tactics that keep your adversary guessing. 22. Shut the door to catch the thief. Establish boundaries that trap your opponent. By closing off escape routes, you force your enemy into a corner where they have no option but to face your strategy head-on. 23rd. Befriend a distant state. While attacking a neighbor, employ alliances with those far away to counter local threats. Strategic friendships can bolster your strength and offset the challenges posed by nearby adversaries. 24. Obtain safe passage to conquer the state of Guo. Secure a path forward through diplomacy and negotiation. Transform potential obstacles into opportunities by ensuring your movements are unimpeded by external resistance. 25. Replace the beams and pillars with rotten timber. Undermine your enemy's support systems subtly. By introducing decay into their foundation, you weaken the structural integrity of their defense without direct confrontation. 26. Point at the mulberry tree. While cursing the locust tree, communicate indirectly to obscure your true intentions. By criticizing one element while targeting another, you sow confusion and deflect scrutiny from your real objective. 27. Feign madness, but keep your balance. Adopt an unpredictable stance that masks careful planning. Appear erratic and whimsical while remaining firmly in control, a duality that can disorient even the most astute opponent. 28. Lure the enemy onto the roof, then take away the ladder. Draw your enemy into a false sense of security. By enticing them into a position where escape becomes impossible, you set the stage for a decisive strike. 29th. Deck the tree with false blossoms. Create an alluring facade to distract from your underlying purpose. A dazzling, superficial display can divert attention, while your true strategy unfolds unseen. 30. Make the host and the guest exchange roles. Turn traditional roles on their head. By reversing expectations and altering the power dynamic, you force your enemy to adapt to a situation they did not anticipate. 31. The beauty trap. Use charm and seduction as strategic weapons. Sometimes allure and aesthetics become potent tools to captivate and mislead, drawing your opponent into a web of distraction. 32. The empty fort strategy project confidence, even when your position is weak. By appearing calm and unguarded in the face of vulnerability, you may intimidate an enemy into believing you hold hidden reserves of strength. 33rd. Let the enemy's own spies sow discord in the camp. Turn the tools of your enemy against them. Employ their agents and internal conflicts to create strife within their ranks, thus weakening their collective resolve. 34. Inflict injury on oneself to win the enemy's trust. At times, a controlled sacrifice can build trust and lower the enemy's guard. By feigning weakness or making a calculated personal loss, you lure them into a trap with a false sense of security. 35th. Chain stratagems. Combine multiple tactics into an unbroken chain of strategy. Each move interlocks with the next, creating a relentless momentum that leaves your enemy scrambling to keep up. 36. If all else fails, retreat. Finally, wisdom lies in knowing when to withdraw. A timely retreat is not a sign of defeat, but a strategic repositioning to preserve strength for future victories.